99% of traders will fail, never make it, never make an income, and will never go pro. That is the dark truth about trading. My name is Collins, and today I'm going to be talking about the dark truths about Forex and why Forex potentially might be a scam. However, there is a disclaimer to this video. If you're busy right now, stop what you're doing. Watch the rest of this video. Is it fair to say in order to fix a problem, you need to know how you got there in the first place? You know the mistakes you taken on your journey to getting that horrible outcome. Similarly, when someone gets cancer, they need to know how they got that cancer in the first place, so then they know exactly how to deal with it, and so it doesn't happen again and it doesn't resurface. Trust me when I say this, you need to know why most traders fail if you want to trade in the Forex market. There are many reasons why traders lose. We could be here all day. Emotions is the biggest factor. So what emotions am I talking about? I'm talking about greed, impatience, euphoria, overconfidence. This is the cycle of doom. The first stage is the deposit. They hear about this new way of making money. So this is just so easy, right? It's just clicking buttons. Then they learn from the free content, and then they start to deposit their money into a broker. And from there, they've built their false confidence. So the next stage is risk. So when I see risk, they see money. When I say jump, they say how high. To a new trader, they're willing to literally do everything in the book to gain the bag, to gain the money. So they believe they're going to win because they're special. So what happens? They lose. And in the third stage, simply they just lose, they blow the whole account, they lose everything. Now you would think because you've just lost all your money and you've blown your account, that they would learn their lesson and not repeat it again. And this is why Forex is a dark place. So what happens is they go deposit more money and they think, no, that was just a one-off, let me do it again. And then they go to the broker, deposit more money, then they go risk more money because they've just lost some money, so they need to gain it all back in hopes, and they're praying that they're going to get it back, and they lose. And they lose that trade, and then they go do it again and again and again until they blow that account. And then once they've blown that account, you think they learn their lesson. They don't. They carry on, and the cycle of doom perpetuates. New Forex traders do this all the time. They're in the cycle of doom. They keep losing money, and then when they get to the point where they have no money, they say Forex is a scam and it's for losers, and then their belief levels are from here and now here. So check this out. Recently my friend asked me, if I put £1,000 into my Forex broker, how much could I make today? Do you know what I told him? I told him you are going to make zero. The reason is because you cannot become competent overnight. You are not going to med school, finishing the first year of uni and telling me you want to go do surgery. So don't tell me you want to start trading when you've only been doing it for 60 days or you've only been doing it for 1 year and you want to make money. No, that's not happening. It's like when you have a baby and the baby's 3 months old. Do you expect the baby to start walking? No, the baby has to fall until it can stand up and walk. And when it stands up and walks, it falls again until it learns how to walk. That's the same way with trading. You have to fail, test out and execute your strategy until you know what is a winning strategy. And then until then, even when you have your winning strategy, you will fail again. You will lose a trade again. You will lose a position. But at least you know what works. This brings me to my next point. Most traders are just gamblers. 98% of traders are gamblers. 98% of traders lose money in the markets, and only 1% of traders actually make an income from it. The problem most traders have is they try and predict what's going to happen. But the best way to trade is to react to what's happening, not to try and predict. So you can try and predict the future, but you're always going to be wrong. Whereas if you react to a stimulus, then you can be spot on. For example, if someone tries to punch you, you can always predict the punch, but if someone punches you, you can get a solid counter punch that will knock the person out. For example, if you had to put an investment into a house and you didn't know the property could go up or down in value, and you really couldn't afford that property, but you bought it anyway, and you didn't know if it was going to go up or down, is that not gambling? And would it be a smart decision to invest into a property that you have no idea what can happen to it? And if you lose this property, you are going to be in great danger, great peril. Your circumstances are going to be all messed up. Most Forex traders place trades fully knowing their account cannot take that loss. So if they lose that loss, then their account's going to greatly suffer. It might go down. They might lose 50% of their account, 100% of their account. They blow that account. And this is the downfall of the trader. There is a secret side to all of this that people do not talk about in this space. And this is mindset, probability, and outcome. When you think of strength, what do you really think about? Do you think about Andrew Tate? Do you think about Hercules? Do you think about Jim having a six-pack? What do you really think when you think of strength? My definition of strong is hard to break. And the question is how easy are you to break? So when you place a trade and you lose, are you broken? Or are you resilient and you don't care because you know you want to win in the end? These are the questions that traders ask themselves every single day. Is what type of trader do I want to be? A strong trader who's resilient, who can overcome all the losses, or a trader that is feeble, weak? The message is to you, if you adopt this mindset, you will beat 99% of traders. Therefore, you will be in that 1% and you will be profitable. Then we go into probability. It's what is the probability of your strategy actually working? So if you were to back test it, if you were to play it out 100 times, how many times is it winning? Probability is a big reason why traders lose nowadays. In 2023, if you don't know your probability, you're going to lose in the market. If you don't know how likely you are to win in a bounce of probabilities, you are going to lose. Out of 10 trades, how many times am I going to win? You need to know out of 100 trades, how many times am I going to win? Is it 80 out of 100? Is it 90 out of 100? Or is it 50 out of 100? Because once you know, then you can prepare yourself for your losses. It just makes the losses easier to deal with. And then the wins, you sit back and chill. And lastly, the outcome is the outcome. You have to accept the outcome. If you lose, you need to accept that. If you win, you need to accept that. In either circumstance, you can learn from both. The reality is the market is harsh. It's like the oceans. Try swimming in an ocean and not being able to swim. You'll be wiped out. The same way the Forex market will wipe you out if you don't know how to trade. So this brings us to the end of the video. If you want to see more Forex content, like the video. And if you want to see more breakdown of the chart, then let me know in the comments and I'll consider doing videos upon that next.